Greetings and welcome to the RIGEL Pharmaceuticals financial conference call for the second quarter 2026. At this time, all participants are on a listen-only mode. A brief question-and-answer session will follow the formal presentation. If anyone should require operator assistance during the conference, please press star zero on your telephone keypad. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Ray Fury, RIGEL's Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Fury. You may begin.
Welcome to our second quarter 2026 financial results and business update conference call. The financial press release for the second quarter 2026 was issued earlier today and can be viewed along with the slides for this presentation in the news and events section of our investor relations site on rigel.com. As a reminder, during today's call, we may make forward-looking statements regarding our financial outlook and our plans and timing for commercial, regulatory, product development, and other business activities. These statements are subject to risks and uncertainties that may cause actual results to differ from those forecasted. A description of those risks can be found in our most recent annual report on Form 10-K for the year ended December 31st, 2025 on file with the SEC and subsequent filings with the SEC, including our Q2 quarterly report on Form 10-Q with the SEC. Any forward-looking statements are made only as of today's date, and we undertake no obligation to update these forward-looking statements to reflect subsequent events or circumstances, except as required by law. At this time, I would like
our Dave Santos, our Chief Commercial Officer, and Dean Shorno, our Chief Financial Officer. I would also like to welcome Dr. Allison Hanno, our newly appointed Chief Medical Officer, who is with us today and will discuss our development pipeline. To begin, I will provide an overview of RIGEL's business, our accomplishments for the second quarter, and the strategic initiatives that positions us for continued growth in the coming years. Moving to slide 4. The second quarter was an excellent one and marked an important step in RIGEL's transformation into a diversified commercial oncology and hematology company. During the quarter, we continued to grow our current products. We completed the in-license of VEPA-new or vepdegestrant, adding a significant near-term growth driver. We delivered another quarter of strong profits, and we continued advancing R289 in lower risk MDS in our dose expansion trial with a readout at year-end. We believe these actions position RIGEL for sustainable near-term and long-term growth. On the slide, you see the strategic framework that has guided RIGEL's transformation and will continue to drive our growth. Our strategy is centered on 4 core strategic objectives: grow our commercial business, expand our product portfolio and pipeline through in-licensing or acquisition, advance our development pipeline in the clinic, and maintain financial discipline. Together, these 4 pillars support a durable, long-term growth strategy. Our May announcement of the exclusive global license of VEPA-new demonstrates our execution of this strategy. It expands our portfolio with an important new commercial opportunity and furthers our long-term growth trajectory. Moving to slide 5. VEPA-new significantly expands RIGEL's commercial oncology platform into breast cancer and provides the opportunity to leverage our commercial capabilities across this very substantially larger market. VEPA-new is the first and only FDA-approved proteolysis targeting chimera, or PROTAC, for the patients with second-line or later ER-positive, HER2-negative, advanced or metastatic breast cancer with an ESR1 mutation. There's a critical unmet need in this patient population, and we believe VEPA-new is an important new treatment option. With the novel mechanism and differentiated data, we believe VEPA-new has potential to become a market-leading treatment. When the transaction was closed in June, our team across the organization began actively preparing for the commercial launch, and we are on track for VEPA-new to be available in mid-August. Dave and Allison will provide more information on our launch preparations and the clinical data supporting the FDA approval. Moving to slide 6. Since 2020, we have transformed RIGEL from a single product company with a limited development pipeline and significant cash burn into the profitable multi-product company with a promising pipeline that we are today. In 2026, we expect to grow a compound annual growth rate of approximately 35% since 2022, using the midpoint of our 2026 net product sales guidance, which excludes any contribution from VEPA-new. We view this performance as a foundation of our next phase of growth. Our in-license of VEPA-new marks the next major step in Rigel's evolution. We believe it has potential to become Rigel's largest commercial product and meaningfully drive growth through the end of the decade and beyond. Looking towards the 2030s, we plan to build on the momentum of our commercial portfolio. We will also continue to evaluate late-stage in-licensing or acquisition opportunities that address areas of significant need, offer substantial growth potential, and continue to further expand our portfolio. Subject to positive clinical data and regulatory approval, R289 could become a new treatment option for patients with lower risk MDS and potentially other indications. Several of the possible R289 indications represent potentially billion-dollar market opportunities. If successful, this could significantly expand our commercial portfolio in the 2030s and beyond. Together, these opportunities can drive sustained growth and long-term shareholder creation. With the